And the whole construction started since Ming Dynasty, 1559. Ming was before Qing, Ming and Qing. Ming since 1380 to 1644, about 300 years old, 300 years. And then Qing started since 1644 to 1911, another 300 years. So this was owned by someone's house. His name was Pan Yunduan. He was a local officer in Shanghai and built this garden as for his parents when his parents were retired. So hence the name Yu Garden, which means pleasure and happiness. In Chinese garden building, there are many skills, like we call this blocking view. So which means it blocks the view behind and make all the visitors guess what is going on next. And also this, see there's we call it the moon gate. Moon gate. We call this framing view. Framing view. This is just like a pictures framer. And inside is a nice Chinese painting, the black tile, the white wall, the bonsai, and the pavilions. So framing view, blocking view. And there's another one called borrowing view. That means when the owner chooses the site to build his garden, sometimes he may choose the place close to a pagoda. So which can make people feel the pagoda is inside the garden and it can enlarge the garden. Actually, it's not that big, but people feel, wow, your house is so big, and even you have a garden, you have a pagoda inside. See some animals like such as lion or dragon or some other Chinese figures. So each of them they have stand for different meanings. Like lion, that means power and strength. And dragon, of course, he's the top. And not everyone can have dragon as a decoration in his house. Only the emperor can. Only the emperor can have a real dragon. The reason I said that because in this garden we will also see some dragons, but they are kind of like a fake dragon, disabled dragon, because a dragon should have 5 claws, but in this garden the dragon only has 3 or 4. The owner did this on purpose because no one wants to offend the emperor to have the same kind of dragon. In China, like a house, such a big house, and the local officer, there are many people used to live in this garden, live in this house. The owner, parents, grandparents, a wife, concubines, and children and servants. So totally, there are more than 30 people used to live in this garden. But one of the descendants, he was a gambler, and lost this garden over one night.
Oh my gosh.
So from that time on, the owner changed again and again. And so it also lost lots of its former grandeur and become smaller and smaller. But still, we can imagine how people walk around with especially the ladies in their bounding feet. The bounding feet stopped since 1920s. Stopped in 1920s. And the reason for bounding feet, well, it's kind of a very cruel thing. It's very pain and very hurt for the ladies. And they started to do that since when they're very young, like 8 years old or 9 years old. Just broke the arch, the bone arch, and then and tight with very tightly. So and the painful will last their whole life. The only reason is they think in that way the girls looks more elegant and they walk slowly. because before, once we married to this family, and they will not go out anymore.
Right.
Only on some certain occasions, some fairs, they go out. Only men can go out, but the women will just stay home, just stay in the garden. So bounding feet, they cannot go far away, just stay in the house. But now the women's standard is totally different. I'm telling you the history. Right? In many Chinese gardens, we will see lion carvings, but most lions are stone lion. But these two, iron lions, and they carved in 14th century. And this garden during the Second World War, it was occupied by the Japanese, Japanese army. So they took these two lions to Japan, to Tokyo. And since Chinese liberation in 1949, we took them back. So now they become the treasure in this garden, the lion. And two lions, one female, one male. Do you know any idea? This lion, yeah, with a baby, that's female. And that's the male lion has a ball. Not football, not soccer. That ball symbolizes the world, the global, the world, just like the empress power, the world. And sometimes we say the easy way to figure out is the female lion is on the right side and the male lion is on the left side. And like I'm saying, women's are always right. Right?